Okay, so someone asked a question last week. They said the person said I should re-explain VLOOKUP, right? So that is what I want to do today. I want to explain VLOOKUP to you guys so that then after that we'll talk. You'll tell me what you've been able to learn from digital world and just this year alone. You tell me what you've been able to learn and every other thing. It has not been so easy. I know everybody is very, very busy, but at least you still learn one or two things. Even if it is just one formula, you still learn it. Okay, so like I used to say, VLOOKUP is, we don't really use VLOOKUP these days again. We use XLOOKUP. But I'm going to show you how VLOOKUP works. So we use VLOOKUP to bring information from one table to another table using unique identifier, right? So we use unique identifier to bring in information from one table to another table. So this data was like this before. Let me show you. If we are preparing our master data for analysis, so this data, this is how it's coming. I first downloaded it. So before I build it up to this point, this is how the data came in. So let me delete everything. So this is how it comes in. These are the customers' ID, just like the matric number. So these are the customers' ID. These are the phone number. The phone number was not even there, so I'll delete it. So this is how it comes in. We have the order ID, the customer ID, the order dates, the product ID, and the quantity that each customer ordered. And now, we have this customer ID, but we don't have the name, we don't have the city. So permit me to delete this one too. I'm going to delete it. So now, right here, if you check in this sheet, this is the sheet that contains the customer's name, the customer's gender, right? The customer's name, the customer's gender, the city, and the country of the customer. Is this where we are going to see it? And each customer has an ID. So we use this ID to know the customer's name, the gender, and the city. So now, customer 10001, 10,001. The name of the customer is Cornelius Kujawa. He's a male. He's from Tokyo and Japan, right? So the next customer is 1002, Patrica rather, female from New York in USA. The third person, which is 1003, is Stanford, male from Sao Paulo, which is in Brazil, right? Those are the customers. And these are what they order. So the customer of 10127 order product 8 at a quantity of 23. Order 23 quantity. So now the information is, the question here is, what they ask us to do now is to bring in the customer's name, the gender, the city, and the country, to bring it in here. So we don't have to start taking the customer ID one by one, which is this customer ID, copy it, then come here to come and search for customer's name. So, you know, this is kind of very, very, so if I highlight and press Control F to find, right? Then if I paste it here and find it. So this is kind of very, very stressful to start looking for each customer one by one so that we get their information. So what we need to do now is to bring in the customer's information from this sheet. This is the customer's name, the gender, the city, and the country, to bring it in from this sheet to this place, right? So that is what we use VLOOKUP for. So whenever you have, someone said, Mr. Kim, can you quickly recap on XLOOKUP? I did not take XLOOKUP last week, but I'll take VLOOKUP. Probably in our next class, then I'll explain XLOOKUP. I think I've explained XLOOKUP, and it's also in the video you have. I have a recorded video for XLOOKUP. But if you've not gone through that video, I will still re-explain it in class. It might not be today, but I will still re-explain it in the class. So we have customer ID, right? So we have the customer ID here, and the only information we have about the customer here is the customer ID. It's just like, okay, the matric number of every student. Every student has a matric number. So if I just give you a matric number of a student, that okay, will get me this student. So you use that matric number to track the student and get the information of the student. So we do the same thing here in Excel. We do the same thing here in Excel. So we use the customer ID to look for the customer's information here. So that is what we use the Vlookup for. So let me get the full name out first. So if I insert, sorry, I clear the content. If I want to insert a new column in here, and this column, I'm going to call it full name, this customer's name. Customer's name. So this is customer's name. So I want to use, this is their ID. This is the ID that we are going to use. So we are going to use this ID. We are going to give Excel this ID and tell Excel, look for this customer ID in this customer sheet and give me the name. That's what we want to tell Excel now. So we are telling Excel, look for, I'm coming, please. Let me hide this control disturbing me. So now I'm going to tell Excel, use this customer ID, then search for it right here and get me the name. And mind you, we use VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP is just like one way. So it can only look from the left to the right. It cannot look backward. But with XLOOKUP, you can look both right and left. But that is another class. XLOOKUP will be in another class. But you can also go through that recorded video. So what we are going to do is say equals to VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP. Which information are we looking for? We are looking for this customer ID because this is the only thing that relates to customer, not other ID, right? So we are looking for the customer ID, comma, we are looking for it in this customer's sheet, this customer sheet right here. So we are looking for it here. So I'm going to select this one. From here, this is where it's going to see the customer ID. So, and I can stop, I can select it till this place. That's from A to C, because what I just need is the full name for now. So now I can select from A to C. So I have the customer ID. So Excel will look at this customer ID that I gave it, right? It's going to look for it and get me the name. So look for this customer ID in this place that I select. Once you see that customer ID, get me the name. Now it's asking which column should I return? That is the next thing, which is the column index number. So it's asking which column should I return? So I'll tell it to return column 2 because column A, which is the first column, contains the customer ID, which is what I don't want. I don't want the customer ID. I want the full name, right? So all I just do is put 2 right here, comma, then I will select exact match, which is false. So I'll select false, which is the exact match. Then I'll close my brackets here. Then press enter. So it's going to get me the name. Now, if we should take this customer ID, Control C, if we should copy it, then come here now, highlight this customer, then Control F to find and paste it here. Then if you find it, you see that okay, 10127 is this Lindsay Fagge, right? That is the name. And Excel looked for it and gave us the name, right? But now we have 10041. So all we can just do is copy this down and we are good. Excel is going to give us that information. Excel is going to give us that information. Do we understand this? Yes or no? Do we understand? Let me know if you understand now. So that I can take another, I can take X cup. But if you don't understand, I can retake this one. Nobody is saying anything. Am I the only one here? We have 25 people here. Are we still together? Okay. Now, do we understand? Mr. Sally? Someone said no. Okay. Okay, I will take it again. Okay. Let me quickly retake this. Okay, I'm going to we take this. Answer that, should we take it? Okay. So you know we are looking for the customer ID, right? This is the ID. This is what we use to identify each customer. We have an ID. This is what we use to identify each customer. And we have the customer here, right? We have the customer ID right here. So each customer has their own unique identifier, right? Each customer has their own ID. So we'll use this ID to get the customer's name out. So now we are going to give, this is where we have the customer ID, but we don't have the customer's name. So we need Excel to take this customer ID, look for it in this sheet, and give us the name. Do we get it? So now what we'll do is we'll say equals to Vlookup, right? We are looking for this customer ID. This is what we are looking for, this customer ID. We are looking for it in this table, in this sheet. So it's going to ask us for the lookup array, table array. So we are looking for it here. And so you can select the old table, but for me, I won't select the old table for now. So I'll just stop here because I need it. So what you want it to return must be part of your selection. So you need it to return the full name, right? So if you start your selection from here, you can stop here, you can stop here, you can just select everything. It doesn't matter, since what you are looking for, your lookup value is part of your selection, which is the customer ID. That's what you are looking for. And you need it to return the full name. If those two things are part of your selection, then you have no problem. So if you select from where you need it, then you need it to return the information which is in the right. So comma, so I need it to return, this is the customer ID, which is not what I wanted to return because I already have customer ID in that sheet. So this is column 1, right? This is 1, this is column 1, which is column A, right? So we call the index number, which is 1, this is 1, then B, which is 2. So we need it to return column B, which is 2. So I'll just press 2 right here, comma. Now, so I need 2, which is column B. That is what I need. I need to return the full name. So I tell Excel, look for that ID in this table. And once you see that ID, return column 2, which is the full name, which contains the name. So it's not asking, should I approximate it or I need exact match? So I'll tell Excel that I need exact match. So I'll just select exact match and close my brackets. Then I'll press enter. So it's going to give me this information. All I just have to do is copy this down and we are fine. So I'll just align it to the left. So it's going to align it to the left for me. Then I have the customer's name right here. Do you get it? I have the customer's name right here. After that, I can use it to get the gender also. Let's say I want to get the gender here. I'll just say the gender. So in today's class, I won't take longer period of time because I want us to talk. I want you to tell me what you've learned. I want you to tell me what you've learned. So I'll just do this gender. Then after that, I will take your question. I will get your feedback, what you've learned so far. What you've learned so far from digital world in different aspects, maybe in data analysis, in digital marketing, or you are in web design, anyone, what you've learned so far. I want us to have that discussion today so that I will know that, oh, wow, we will not just have the raw analysis here, but we know that, okay, our students also get some things. So what you've learned, what you would like us to improve by next year, that, okay, if you hear digital world or if you see our advert, you know that, okay, I want to even see if these people has improved what I asked them to do or something. So that is the feedback that I want to get today. So let me quickly get the gender then. We'll start talking one by one. So I'll take like 5 or 6 people. So I'll say equals to Vlookup, right? We are looking for this number. Now, the reason why we don't use this, you can use this customer's name to also get their gender. But now, I don't know, it might be in a situation whereby male and female can bear the same name. So it's going to get Excel confused. So if male, if two gender, that is male and female, bears the same name. So Excel will get confused. Excel will just give us approximate. So maybe we have this list, Lindsay Fagan is a male, and we have Lindsay Fagan as a male. We also have Lindsay Fagan as a female. So Excel will just approximate it, and Excel might give us male. And when we have female, Excel might not give us. So that's why we have this unique identifier. That's why we are using the customer ID, right? So the customer ID, so if you are male, Lindsay Fagan is a male, then another Miss Lindsay Fagan that is a female also come. We can use the same, so they will use different customer ID to register them. So we have different gender for them. So we are looking for this 10127, comma, we are looking for it in this table. So I'll just select from here, hold down my shift down to this place, or you can just select the whole table, right? You need it to return the gender. Now our gender now is in column 3. This is column 1, which is column A, which contain the customer ID 1, column 2, which contain the full name, and column 3, which contain the gender. So after selecting the table, I'll say, okay, I want you to return the gender, which is in column 3. So I'll just type in 3 here, comma, and I need exact match. So I'll just choose false. Then I'll close my brackets and press enter. So now Lindsay Fagan is a female. So male, 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 and female. Do we get this now? Let me just finish it. Let me do the city and the country before I start talking another thing. Let me do the city and the country. So I'll do the city. So for the city, I'll say equals to Vlookup. We are still going to use the lookup value. Still going to use this customer ID, comma. I'll come to my customer table. That is the table that the information is coming from. Hold down my shift and select the country, right? So I need the city now. So if I count 1, 2, 3, the city is number 4. So I'll put 4 here. After my comma, I'll put 4 here. Then I'll choose exact match, which is false. So I'll choose exact match. I will close my bracket and press enter. So we have New York Metro. So I'll just copy this down. Then we have this. And the last one, which is the country. So I'll say equals to Vlookup. And what we are looking for is this customer ID, comma. We are looking for it right here. So I'll select this one. Then hold down my shift. Since I'm looking for the country, so country will be number 5 because customer ID is 1, full name is 2, city, gender is 3, city is 4, country is number 5. So I'll just put 5 here. Then I'll choose exact match. I'll choose exact match, and I'll close my bracket and press enter. Then I'll just double click and we get that out. So that is that about that. So so in our next class, I'll take Xlookup. But before we go to the next class now, let me start getting your feedback. What did you learn? What have you learned this year? Let me start from this first person. Or who wants to talk? Let me even do it. Raise your hand if you want to tell me, if you want to share a testimony or anything that you've learned this year that have actually helped you or something. Just raise your hand. Raise your hand before I start calling names. Someone is saying, why do you hold the shift when selecting? Now, the reason is because I don't want to drag. So for me, I don't like selecting and start dragging like this. So this will take a lot of time. So I would rather just hold down my shift and select. So it's going to help me select everything if I hold down my shift. Do you get? So if I select this one, hold down my shift to select this one, it's going to highlight everything for me. Instead of me doing it one by one, hold down control, select this one, hold down my select this first one, hold down control, select this one, and select this one. That will take time. So I'd rather just choose one, hold down my shift and select the last one for you to be able to highlight everything. The way guess is now. So that is the reason why I use my shift. So please, if you have a testimony to share, if you have, let me know what have you learned this year from digital world. Have you been able, if you did not learn anything, you feel free to raise your hand. If you're having challenges, feel free to raise your hand. If you have complaints, raise your hand. If you want to abuse me, raise your hand. If you want to, whatever you want to say, just raise your hand. If you have one or two things to say. If you want to appreciate me, raise your hand. If you just learned something, if it is one thing that you learned, raise your hand. I have one person that raised hand though. I'm expecting I need 5 or 6 more people. I need 5 or 6 people to raise their hand though. So I just have one person. So I will take the first person, please. Let's raise hand. Mr. Abel, I'll be expecting you. Okay. Why? Something, media pad. Please unmute.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, boss.
Well done. I want to commend you, and what I've really gained is the fact that I'm improving in my Excel skills.
Thank God.
And it's very useful to me at work, and I'm able to perform better at using Excel. So I really appreciate what you're doing. May God continue to bless all of you.
Amen.
Well done.
Yeah, thank you, boss. I really appreciate that. You also become a success story this year. So you're also part of the people that made our dream comes true. We set out a goal and we're able to achieve it. Thank you very much. Well, so Abel, please unmute because you are part of our data analysis. Raise your hand, unmute so that you say something. Please raise your hand, raise your hand, raise your hand. I'm done with today's class. I just need feedback because we are rounding it up small. By next month now, we'll be continuing it today. Or we'll round it up. So raise your hand. Kate has run away. Nobody wants to talk. If you don't want to talk, you can type. Apart from this man that has spoken, who else? We don't have a lot of people here. Who else wants to talk? Bishi Alade, do you want to talk? Fatima Engineer Godwin, Funshaw Francis, good news. Kenneth, Kofi, Ibrahim. Okay, Sivas raised hand. Olajumoke, Mr. Saleh, Thomas, Kate, and Vincent. Okay, let me start from Silva. I'll just take 2 more people before we round up. Yeah, I can hear you, Silva. Please say something. Silva 03. Okay. I can't hear Silva 03. Maybe you should just type your question, please. I can't hear you. Sally, please unmute. Mr. Priscilla, my paddy. Please unmute.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, boss.
How is your health now?
Yeah, I'm better. I'm fine. Thank you. Next week, to don't allow us to take our classes today.
Yes, somebody said he wish Mr. Kim quick delivery. I say, when was he pregnant? We don't know.
Quick delivery. I saw it, but I was like,
he wish you quick delivery. I said, Mr. Kim is pregnant. We don't know. So when are you inviting us for the naming?
Very soon, maybe in the next 3 years.
Mr. Kim, I seriously want to commend you people. In fact, you people are doing a very great and very good and wonderful job. Especially, let me just talk of myself. This is the first time of me handling computer.
Wow.
This is the first time I'm sitting on the system saying I'm working on it.
Oh,
And I started with Excel, and in fact, with the videos, I have to create time, watch the videos and everything. In fact, now I can say I confidently I can stand anywhere.
thank God.
Confidently I can stand anywhere.
Wow.
So that I'm very happy with what you people are doing, and I pray that God should give you that grace to carry not only also, because a lot of people are still coming.
Yeah.
But introducing digital world to others and more.
Thank you.
So that's to say you'll be having more and more challenges coming.
Yeah.
So secondly, your video, please try as much as possible to say that you update it.
Yeah. We are recording more videos.
Mm.
We are recording more videos. I'm even working on that also. On the seller, I've recorded like 10 or 15 videos, but I've not. The network has been fluctuating these days, so I couldn't upload.
Yeah. Okay. So the remaining video, please, anytime you have a chance, then, and seriously, I want to commend you people, because most of the time I was surprised. Sometimes I will send a message around 2 a.m. and I will still get the reply. So
Thank God.
I wonder if people are sleeping.
I don't really sleep like that.
So I just want to say you people are doing a very wonderful job. God bless you people.
Amen. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you, Mr. Christopher.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, have a wonderful day. Someone said I should keep the line. Yeah, the line is always open now. You always have my number. Mr. Godwin said, I'm coming on. Let me read Mr. Godwin chat message. He said, I have learned a lot from the rudiments of Excel. All I need now is to be faced with live technical questions and analyzing and generating useful insight from data. Thank God you're able to do that. Where I am, okay, Mr. Funja said where I am is noisy. Anyway, I learned more than a lot on your platform. I can't categorically state what I've learned, but one thing we'll point out is that your way of teaching give room for a slow learner and older to leverage on this platform to up the skills for their office activity. Your calmness and your level of tolerance play a vital role. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Any other one? If you have a challenge, if you have complaint, please let me know. You can raise hand. Where I am now, I can't take a class for a longer period of time, so I just want to quickly do this. It's just that I don't want to postpone your class. So I tell you people are great. God bless. Thank you, Mr. Kenneth. I can't take a longer class here where I am now. But trust me, I don't want to postpone your class. That is why I have to do this. So sorry for the short class today, but I believe it's still worth it, right? Well, so nobody wants to talk, but I believe we all learned one or two things, right? So thank you all. I can't take the class for a longer period of time today. That's why I have to but I just want to answer that Vlookup question. That is why I have to take the class today. So thank you all for showing up. I really appreciate you. And what else? So the next question that I will attend to next week now is the X lookup. I will attend to X lookup next week. I should be in the office probably next week, so I will attend to the next question next week. So I should be in the office next week so that I can take it for a longer period of time. But thank you all for showing up. And if you have a question, feel free to send me a DM. And if I did not respond, you can give me a call. Yes, feel free to give me a call. A lot of you call me, right? So if you call me, I'll pick your call. So except if I'm in the class. So and if I'm in the class, someone else will pick my call. I have someone that handles my phone when I'm in the class. So she'll pick my call and later I might call you back. So thank you all for showing up, and I want to wish you all the best in all you do. We still meet again next week, and we still have until December. We still have 1 month. So thank you all, and have a wonderful night rest. So feel free to send me a DM if you have any question. I'll see you again next week. Good night. Someone said, I'm coming. Someone said, someone is saying, the truth is that anyone who pays close attention must have learned a lot, because you and your team are such an awesome people. Currently, I understand how to do data cleaning well, and some few calculations with the Excel. Well, that's nice. That's nice. That's nice. Okay, thank you all, and have a wonderful night rest. Thank you, Mr. Silva. Have a wonderful night rest.